Connie. Hi, Connie. Thank you for being here. So nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not going to be long today. I'm just wanted to come on for a second and thank everybody for all the kind messages I've been getting. And yeah. Hi, Puppet Cat. Thank you for being here. Hey, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Puppet Cat, my mother passed away this week, so I'm not doing great, Puppet Cat. Not doing good at all. But thank you for asking. The kitties are good. The kitties are all good. They're eating. Hi, Michelle. Hope you're doing well, Michelle. Thank you so much for stopping by. They got my mother's obituary up online. I took them a picture of her today. And right there, that was my mother. That's in a very old picture. She did not look like that anymore. So. It's John. John, it seems like I just was talking to you not that long ago, John. Hello, Susanna. Hi, Susanna. Thank you for being here. John, did you see John? That was my mother, John. Look at the phone, John. That was my mother. Hello, Daisy May. Hey, Daisy May. Thank you for being here this evening. Hello, Lewis. Thank you for being here, Lewis. Thank you for your text. I just have been so busy I haven't had the chance to respond to anything. It's been chaos. Hello, Kitty King. Thank you for being here. And then they asked me some things about her. So there's a little obituary talking about how she enjoyed gardening and walking on the trails and everything. Well, hello, I'm not. I know I'm gonna say your name wrong. Kitty King. Thank you for being here. Um, thank everyone for being here. Thank you all for all your kind words, all the lovely messages that have been left on my community post. It um, well, thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. I haven't even had a chance to fill the watering hole. Um, yep, the coroner's van backed up into my watering hole. So that's why we have all these dents. The coroner's van. Um, that's where they pulled in at. And but I've loved reading all your kind words on my community post. It's makes me feel like I'm completely alone in the world. And don't know if we're not like we're gonna have a nice sunset or anything, but that's okay. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Bruce. Thank you for being here. So nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days, Bruce, and I'm still not over it. I can't find any pallbearers, y'all. I need 4, and I've only found 2. And my mother's cousin is asking around for the pallbearers. Hi, um, yeah, she's um, most of my mother's family is older, the ones that are actually even left, and I've talked to a lot of you on the phone, Connie and Kitty and John, and and look, oh no, look what's here. It's the possum, and all the cats are leaving. Ugh. Hello, Catitude. Thank you for being here today. Unfortunately, the possum's here, and all the cats are leaving. I wish they would find someplace else to go. You're not getting it. I'm taking it up. You're gonna can eat. Oh, that was okay, Connie. I had a lot to do today, Connie. I had to, like I said, I had to go to the funeral home, sign the paperwork, and I had to do that, and I had to, take them the picture and for her obituary, and I had to go to the post office, and the mail that's coming tomorrow, if it comes, I'm going to have them leave it in the back, not in the mailbox, because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So I'm trying to tell the post office, please put it at the back door. But I'm going to put a note on the mailbox too. Is that Big Tom? Yes, Big Tom is here. There's Big Tom. No wonder the cats ran. I don't think it was the possum. It was Big Tom. Nobody likes Big Tom or the possum. Cats can't even enjoy their dinner. And I had to run to Walmart and get just a smattering of things. I only had $20 my neighbor gave me. And, oh, goodness, y'all. And there goes the dog. That scares them, too. So there's a dog to scare them. The possum scared them. And Big Tom scared them. So the dog was out there, too. Well, it's just too much. They don't like Big Tom at all. That's all you're going to get, possum. That I spilled. That's all you're going to get. That's it. Now, these people here is the reason they can't have well, not just them. These people here were killed in a head-on collision and had their little dog with them. And the dog and them, both of them were killed together. And the car that hit them was a mother and a little girl. And they both, everybody involved was killed. So they're just swamped with funerals right now, and they weren't able to get to the funeral till Tuesday. I would have rather have gotten it over with, but I unfortunately cannot find 4 pallbearers. Hi, Spine Ticks. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was sad. They said that everybody involved in the accident passed away, and they said they had every day they had funerals, and they could only do like one at a time, except for this couple. They were doing a double funeral, which they had to go get another hearse from someplace, and from another funeral home. And so they said there's no way they could do it before Tuesday. Maybe before Tuesday I might be able to find another couple of pallbearers. But I went up there and told them today that me and my cousin were all looking into it, and we could not find anybody. I found my one cousin that I grew up with is going to do it, and but they need 4, so I don't know what to do. And they have a thing now. They do them all on all these obituaries online, and people are able to write, uh, leave messages, like sign a guest book. Well, they said that maybe some of the people who do the there might can do it, but one of them's having a bad back problem. And I told him when my uncle died, he had no pallbearers. The funeral home took care of it. So I don't know. Yeah, they have this thing where you can sign in and do everything's online now. Sign the guest book and everything. And yeah, they just got that up. I looked earlier today, and it wasn't there. It just went up on their website. Because that's what I told them. I said, me and my cousin both told me, yeah, but when our uncle died, the funeral home did it. He had no pallbearers. And they're like, well, we just can't do that now. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I don't know anybody. So it is what it is. I was hoping there's the little kitten there. The little kitten's going over to see Big Tom. I don't think that's I don't think that's a good idea, little kitty. Stay away from Big Tom. Big Tom's mean. Hey Sue. Hey Sue, thank you for being here. I truly do appreciate it. We might get a glow. It's Edmund's funeral home, Connie. Edmund's. Yeah, Kitty King. Big Tom has even went after me, and he's attacked all the cats. All the cats do not like Big Tom. Well, hello, Rock. Hi, Rock. Thank you for being here this evening. Hello, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Thank you for being here. So nice to see you. I'm not going to be on very long. My throat's sore, and and I'm going to. I just wanted to thank everyone for all your messages, your kind messages that you've been sending. And I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hoping she's found somebody's took her in because she was so cute and so friendly, and you could hardly walk around her. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I went all day long yesterday. She didn't come back, Catitude. The video where you saw Minnie Moo was done a few days ago. So no, she never came back. That was I do most of the time. I do my videos in advance. Hello, Maya. So nice to see you, Maya. Thank you for your text. I just didn't have a chance to. I haven't had a chance to respond. I've been so busy making arrangements. And you need to get out of here. Get go. Even if I bump him with the bowl, he doesn't run. Ugh. Yeah, go get you some water, Possum. And I mean, I had a ton of things to do yesterday. Yes, the possum needs hydration. Yeah, I didn't even eat yesterday. I woke up this morning and realized I didn't eat. Hello, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for being here this evening. So nice to see you. I'm doing as well as I can. Uh, Cheryl, I just ready to get it all over with. And the fuel it won't be till Tuesday. So, I don't have to see a bunch of I don't necessarily want to see. The neighbors bought over a fish plate, a fried fish with French fries, and but yesterday I didn't even think about eating, and I just was on the phone literally all day and all evening, and I didn't cross my mind to eat. I was just talk. Calls. So many people. I'm trying to find uh, pallbearers, talking to this cousin, talking to that cousin. I've talked to people I hadn't talked to in 16 years. And thank you, Michelle. I'm going to move away from this possum. I've hurt my back, so I'm so sore I can barely move around. barely move. But maybe the possum's gone. He's walking away. I was going to move the chair, but he's walking away. And yeah, I just wanted to come on just long enough to thank you all for your all the kind messages that I've gotten on my community post, and some of them were names I didn't even recognize. I think there's not everybody who watches comments or comes to a live stream. And I love you too, Cheryl. I've known you for years, and I know you went through something very similar. And but Minnie, Moo's here. There's Moo. Hey, Moo. Big Tom is still here. You better be careful. He'll get you. He'll get you. The whole situation has rattled Miracle. The other cats seem to be fine, but Miracle is not himself. He's very upset, unfortunately, by everything going on. He's really hoping he will calm down. Thank you, Michelle. Um, Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. Here's these kitties are back. But the outside cats were we had so many vehicles here. The whole road there, all the way up and down the road, was uh cop cars, fire and rescue. Even though I said that she'd passed away, I knew she was gone. Their policy is still to send out fire and rescue, and all the different cops and the coroner, and it was overwhelming. And the coroner questioned me like I was a criminal. That did not help any. He literally questioned me like a criminal. Thank you so much, Sue. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna give Miracle some treats. I'm trying to get him to calm down. Of course, they had strange people in the house, and he didn't like that. you know, None of the cats all the cats took off and ran. They're not used to seeing people in the house. I don't know. But they made and it made me feel so bad, and I was like hysterical, and they were yeah. Connie, Miracle is on a different spiritual plane than other cats. There's just something about Miracle that is very special and very different. um Yeah, that's what they told me, Cheryl, that if somebody dies at home and there's not a doctor's care, that they will ask a lot of questions. Uh, I didn't like it. Yeah, Connie, there's just something about Miracle. He's just different from other cats. He's so intelligent, so intuitive. Now they're running. Oh, there goes Moo. Big Tom is terrorizing everyone. Um, yeah, it was. It made me feel really bad. I didn't like the way they treated me, and but I've had several people tell me that the coroner here is an ass. If I can say that on YouTube. Oh yeah, he's a real ass. He's not exactly a nice person, but should at least try to have some sort of empathy. Um, when you're dealing with someone. And I told him this is my last family member other than my cousin. Uh, uh, you know, uh, and they're like, well, where do you live? And da da da. And what about this? And what about that? But all the cats ran, and it was horrifying. But we did. I know I might have alluded to some of you about how they said there wasn't going to be enough money for a regular funeral, but they did find the insurance policies. They found the insurance policies. So I personally did not have a issue with cremation. I knew my mother wasn't a fan of it, and my neighbor down the road says, "Well, she's gone. Doesn't matter what she likes or wants. So you're the one left here." You can say anything you want, Maya. I don't care. Swear as much as you want. Now I didn't necessarily want a funeral, but I know she wanted the white coffin and the pink lining, and so they found, it's not going to be fancy. There won't be the visitation before. It's going to be a simple graveside service, and you have to pay the preacher $50. And my cousin said, "I'll pay it. I'll pay the preacher." My mother took my cousin in when her mother just said, "I don't want her anymore." That's what happened to my cousin when she was about 12, and her father had already, my uncle, had passed away, and my cousin's mother remarried, and the boyfriend didn't want her daughter around. That's big tongue. And so they said, if you don't, y'all can meet me halfway, and if you don't come pick her up, she can stay on the side of the road. I don't care. That's what her mother literally said about her. She can stay on the side of the road. If you come get her, I don't care what happens to her. And my mother took her in, and she lived here until she got married. Yep. But unfortunately, my mother didn't live long enough to get her next Social Security check, so that's put me in an awful, awful financial situation. I am screwed. I don't know. And so I'm in a horrible situation right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I literally don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. And yeah, everything they did, every step of the way is going to cost money. So they said, "Do you want the visitation before, where people from here can come in?" And I'm like, every little step they did. I even have to pay for the death certificate. So they kept saying, "Well, there's a price for this, and a price for that, a price for this, Um, well, Bruce, if you call me, it needs to be in the afternoon. I have things I'm doing in the morning. Um, I'm going to be in transit in the morning. I'd love to talk to you, Bruce, but in the morning, I'm going to be very busy in the morning. Um, yeah, Kitty King, Kitty, everything had a price. The flyers that they hand out to people with the picture and, little stories about her, that costs so much. They're like, "How many do you need?" And they were going to do up a whole lot of them. I said, "Well, I don't even know how many people will show up because so many of her family have already passed away." I'm like, they were all older too. And there's so many of them that are gone, And I think my neighbor's going also. So, and so I'm like, I don't need a lot of them. I don't even know how, anyway, they cobbled it together to make it take the entire policy, so there would be nothing left for me. Which is, hey, my mother wanted a funeral. Um, yeah, made sure they were going to get all of those policies. And, yeah, that's what they were doing, Connie. They knew how much money I had to work with. I told them my situation, that I had closed my business of 25 years to take care of my mother, and I had not worked in 5 years, and her Social Security check had not come yet, and there won't be any more Social Security checks. And I told him I only have a couple of dollars in my purse. That I literally only had a couple of dollars in my purse, and I told him I don't know how I'm going to live. And so they found the policies. I don't know how they found them, but I knew she had them. And but yeah, Connie, they did make it work. And I knew that's what she wanted. Didn't really. And but yeah, the trip there is going to take an hour and a half to get there and an hour and a half back, plus the whole ceremony. So but I know a lot of people that they really upsell them. You could do this. This is nice. Let's do that. They're salespeople. I used to be sell things, so I know about the up charges. There's the kitten. We got a kitten. And I don't know if any of you have ever heard me speak about my ex-husband. I talked to him yesterday, and he was actually very kind to me. It really shocked me that he was nice to me, but he was nice. We talked for a long time. We were married for a very long time and went through a lot of things together. I mean, in our 23 years together, we went through a lot of things. Hey, Charity. Hi, Charity. Thank you for being here. So nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, I'm shocked he called me. I called my his sister and talked with her, and I guess she told him. So I was just surprised, and because I mean, 23 years to be with somebody, and the things that we went through, um, and he was, when my father died, he was there. He was helpful. It was easier because with my father died because I had body with me, and my cousin helped some yesterday. But thank you, Charity. I appreciate that. I really do. I was hoping I could show y'all some cats, but they have dispersed. The cats have left. And yeah, I got to call my mother's cousin and see if she ever found any more pallbearers. So I've still got some things I need to do, and you know, uh, tonight. And Catitude, hopefully she is with the neighbors. She goes over there to where Big Tom lives. Her and Edo go over there a lot. I see Edo coming across that field, the other side of my property, and uh, I'm trying to say and make myself believe she's over there, and they picked her up and brought her in because she's so cute, to make myself feel better about her not being here, because she was so sweet and so friendly and always under my feet and rubbing up against me. Just the sweetest little girl. So and she was just so cute with her spots. You know, that maybe they said, "Oh, come on in, little baby," and they've made her their pet. That's what I tell myself to make myself feel better. Yeah, I'm trying to make myself feel better. But thank you, John, for being here. Thank you for calling me today. And I appreciate it. You have a great evening, John. Some things I have to take care of this evening. I just wanted to come on and thank each and every one of you for all your kind words. I just want to let y'all know I truly do appreciate it. It's made a difference. I don't feel like I'm as alone. And so I think I'm going to go now. Um, Maybe tomorrow I might do a longer live stream. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. I maybe I'll feel better tomorrow. I'm going to try to eat some more, try to rest, and get some sleep. Thank you, Spine Ticks. Thank you, Maya. Thank you all for being here. I truly do appreciate it, and I appreciate everything. And so I'm going to go ahead and go now, and y'all have a great evening. Thank you for being here.